Hello and welcome everybody to a new video tutorial about Anna van Lucy paper crafts. Today I want to share another card with you using brand new product that is coming out on September 6th in our brand new September-December 2023 mini catalog. This goes live September 6th, so just a little bit over a week. And I'm not allowed to open it yet, but I can show you product that I have from my pre-order. And the stamp set we'll be using is one of my favorites in the catalog. It's called So Sincere, and as you can see, it only has sentiments, but I think, honestly, hands down, I think this is one of the best sentiment stamp sets we've ever had, at least, you know, in my opinion. So it's mainly focusing on gratitude, but it also has a happy birthday just for you. Then let's see, a little bit of sentiments that go towards sympathy. You're in my hearts and my prayers. I hope you're feeling better soon. So really, I love the mix of typography here. And yeah, I think this is a truly a must-have. I don't know whose idea the stamp set was, but it is a million dollar sales achiever stamp set. That's what this little golden label down here means. So yeah, whoever it was, great job. I really love the stamp set. So anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and make this card. And what is special about this is it actually pulls out, so you don't, it has the format of your regular card, but it has a pull-out card. And as you can see, I've used a happy birthday and hope your day is a happy one. So these two go nicely together. And also with this kind of card design, I just could not use the vertical happy birthday here. So you can see, so it's creating like a pocket and it goes in there. And then the paper that I used, plus the ribbon and the embellishment, let's see if I can get that back in there. I'll just leave it out like that. So let me put that aside. The paper that we're using today is a 6x6 pack of paper that is called Garden Walk. And it has the colors Calypso Coral, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, Poppy Parade, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Weed. So really fun patterns. I'm not going to pull it all out. I'm sure you've seen some unboxing videos, but it is really gorgeous. And you even have a little bit of Christmas in here. So this is actually a product suite in our quote-unquote holiday catalog that has just a little bit of holiday in there. So, and then also in that suite, I think it's called Garden Walk or Walk in the Garden, something like that. We have this braided linen trim. We've had a ribbon like this before. And yeah, it's basically just braided linen thread. So really cool, and in Calypso Coral. And then we also have these really cool pearls, and these are very, very shiny. What are they called? Blooming pearls. So we have 4 different colors: petal pink, pretty peacock, gold, and garden green. So, and then you have 2 different sizes. So that's what we'll be using today. Plus, I'm going to be using 2 new label dies that we have. And as you can see, this is not going with the stamp set. This, it's a standalone stamp set. But I pulled the dies from another suite that we have, the All About Autumn, and there's these autumn leaves dies. So they're really cool, and I'm using these 2 labels for today's cards, just to show you a little bit more of the product that is coming out soon. All right, so let's go ahead and make the card. So I have my little packet here. So bits and pieces falling out. And you know what? Let me put this where I don't mess it up. So we have our basic white thick card base. If you hear the lawnmower right now, I'm sorry about that. It's just, yeah, nothing I can do about that. And anyways, so we have our basic white thick cardstock here that I just cut to a normal size. 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4.25. And then I went ahead and I cut off half an inch here. So that is that. And then we have two more pieces. We have our designer series paper and a garden green piece of cardstock. And this is where I die cut one of my labels here. So just to be a little bit more resourceful with our supplies. So we can go ahead and glue this down just so those two pieces are taken care of. So just some Stampin' Seal all around. And let's see here. Okay. Now, if you would like a written tutorial for this project and any other project I share here on my YouTube channel, then make sure you subscribe to my email list, annavonlucy.com/newsletter. I share free PDF tutorials with pictures, step-by-step instructions, all the measurements, supply lists, all that with my email subscribers. So let's see here. And then we can go ahead and glue this down onto our card front as well. So we'll just use them. Stampin' Seal real quick. Okay, so let's see if I can get this line up. I changed my setup a little bit, so my video camera setup. All right, so there we go. And then what else you can do is take your little, well, next step is I have a strip of just 1/2 inch by, gosh, I think it was 5.25. So basically, as you can see, this is our piece here. So this garden green layer is 4 by 5.25, and then I just trimmed off 1/2 inch. And we're going to be gluing this to the inside of our card base. So let's just use some, there we go. I'll flip that around. And we're going to put that in there. I just need to remember to give it somewhat the same distance. I can't find my words today. If you've been watching my YouTube channel for a while, thank you for that. And you've noticed a little bit of an accent. I am from Germany, and but I live now with my husband, who is an American. We live in Southeast Missouri. So yes, if you're American and you've noticed a little bit of an accent, that's where it's coming from. Anyway, so then we have a few more pieces here. We have some basic white cardstock that we're going to put in here. So I forgot one more step. We can go ahead and use our liquid glue. You could use, you know, whatever adhesive you prefer. You could use tape, but you need a very, very thin line now of adhesive because we're going to create our pocket. And let's see, I hope I can get that so you can see and I'm not in the way. So if you're using liquid glue like me, oh, that was a bit much. It's definitely going to squirt out to the side, but better have it squirt out to the side than to the inside so it's not messing with your layers. So again, just down here. So for this, I like to use this little applicator bottle. So this is just our multi-purpose liquid glue, nothing else. I just like to put it into this little applicator bottle. So, all right, so I have some adhesive up here and down here. And now we're going to just push it down. Let's see, do I have a bone folder somewhere? So just carefully run your bone folder over there for a minute. Okay, so, and then if you do have some glue squirting out here, then, you know, you can just kind of rub that off at the end. So we're going to leave that aside. Now, a few more things. So we have our basic white for the inside. And what I want to do, in case I mess this up, I'm going to be stamping the happy birthday in garden green. Now, I don't know why my garden green is a little bit covered in like tiny pieces of lint. I don't know why that is. So I hope it's not messing with my stamped image here too much. I might have to just, I don't know, maybe get somebody used a paper towel on it or something in my classes. So let's see here. I'll try to show you. So I just have that on my block here. Wish me luck that it turns out nice. Yeah, and you see I have a teeny tiny hair there. So let's, all right, I went ahead and just cut a new piece. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp this actually in Calypso Coral. Get a little bit of a different color there. So happy birthday inked up. And now you want to make sure that you leave enough room to have your 1/2 inch strip there. So let's see, and then there. Yeah, oh, looks good. Looks good. Okay, so now we can glue down our designer series paper. And this is, again, just a 1/2 inch strip to decorate our inside layer. Yeah, I want some more down here. And so we're going to, it might be my stamp that has some lint on it. I don't know. So I have a little bit of a hairline there too. Okay, so. All right. And now what we're going to do, you can use, you know, your piercing tool or just a handheld hole punch. I like to use our Very Best Trio, sorry for the reflection, Very Best Trio punch. And so I'm just going to line that up with a little mark here and try to see if I can get it somewhat in the middle. Punching through both layers. And then let me bring in our trim. And let's see how much, well, not gonna need that much. I'll probably cut it too short. I just know myself. So, oh, I forgot a step. Hold on a second. So now you can put your ribbon in here. What I did, I went ahead and I used our TaylorMade Tex dies. Do I have them somewhere here? And we have these really cool tack hole, well, reinforcement dies here, and I love to use them actually for this kind of stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here on the side. Come on. So just, it doesn't need a whole lot of. Now how do I pick this up without making a whole mess? There you go. That's your take your pick tool. I just need to. And then I need it the other way around. Anyways, so I'm just putting that right on there in the middle for my ribbon, just to have another small detail. It's not a perfect fit, but that doesn't matter. Because we're going to have the ribbon in there. So anyways, that was the step I was missing there. So let's see here. I'm going to bring in my tweezers. I'll probably cut my ribbon too short. Yeah, I won't be able to tie. That ribbon is kind of, since it's linen thread, it is kind of stiff. So if your cut end is just too short, then it's going to be tricky, especially on video. So let's see here. Okay, and I'm going to bring in my little tweezers here holding that knot for me. I might have to do a little bit more editing for this video. So let's see here. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, I'll admit I've tied better bows, but it's okay. As I like to say, it's a handmade project. It's a handmade card. So, and now we can trim off some of that there. Let's see about that length. Okay, and I'll use this for something else. Okay, so that is our inside. So that goes in here. And our Calypso Coral should be dry now too. So when you, after writing your message, you'll probably want to carefully. It's a tight fit, but it does fit. So you'll just have to maneuver it in there a little bit. So, and after you do the first or second one of these, then you know you get the idea, and then they're going to be quick to make. So, because now before you put them in your envelope and send them off, you can, you know, line it up nicely. Anyway, so that's that. Now let's finish our card here. Like I said, I've die cut a label from this garden green layer here with the autumn leaves dies, and it has this really cool stitching all around. And then there's the second one is in basic white. So what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to stamp this in Calypso Coral as well, just so it's matching. So let me make sure that this is clean. Okay. So on my original card, I used garden green for both sentiments, and now I'm using Calypso Coral. Okay. So let's see here. Wish me luck that I get it on there somewhat straight and in the middle. Yep. Yeah, good enough. So let me put that aside. Nope. Let's bring in some dimensionals. So I put 3 on this one. Let me see. Let me make sure that I get the right side. As you can see, I found my regular Stampin' Dimensionals. I was looking for them, and they were hiding out actually in my class bag. So when I reordered adhesives, I probably just threw it all in there instead of putting some aside for myself. Okay, so then we're going to do another 3 on here. And I don't want to guess how far I can go up and down, left and right with the 2 different shapes of the labels. So I'll just put all 3 of them in the middle. That'll be fine. All right, so let's line this up. Okay, looks good. All right, there we go. That is our card. And what's missing? Our bling, our embellishments. So let's see here. I'm just going to do the green ones again. I think that's kind of cute. So I'll take a big one and put that down here. And then I use a small one and put that up here. And another small one up here in that flower. So there you go. Of course you can use more. And yeah, so that is my card idea for the day. Let me get the other one back in so you can kind of see. Let's put it this way. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. If you're completely new to my channel, you may want to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And yeah, like I said, if you want the written tutorial for this, just hop over to my website, annafonlucy.com/newsletter, or click the menu button for newsletter and register for my email list. I share free PDF tutorials on there, including the ones for today's project. I will email them out usually once a week from the projects that I've done that week. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the card, and thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye!